Well, hello there. This is Nick at EBMX. I'm with Bruno Power.
Bruno Power.
Oh,
I'm
hello.
gonna do very soft talking
What-
because
what-
some people they don't like when I get too loud. So I'm gonna make a lovely,
Soft
smooth,
video.
soft video
Well-
for some people because they just want something relaxing. They want to watch it and absorb.
You've got some beautiful
Feel it.
red metal there, Bruno. What's that, buddy?
It's a beautiful motor controller designed and manufactured by EBMX Australia, but they do a global business all over the world as well. We are here, but yeah, you get it.
We call this the X-9000, Bruno.
X-9000 controller.
Xy is sexy.
Sexy Xy.
Uh-huh.
And this actually works. Follow me.
I don't mind if I do, sir.
Would you like to introduce you? A fully working controller. It's installed in the SurRon motorcycle. Beautiful.
Juicy, isn't it?
I love it.
Okay.
Then controller
Yeah.
sucks power from the battery.
Yep.
Process turn into electrical muscles and feed into the motor. The motor converts into mechanical power. It goes through the chain, reduction gearing chain, empowers the wheel and propels your body forward.
Fascinating. I think I've heard of that somewhere.
Fascinating
Would you be kind enough to twist that little accelerator thing there,
Power
please?
gently, positively twist the truck. Gentle.
So much.
Power. But let's keep it very quiet. So this juicy motor controller, it's got enough power to fry any motor you see here. Any, including some full-size motorcycles like the SurRon Storm B.
This is a big bike, isn't it?
This beautiful juicy motor can't keep up a few seconds with this controller. So we actually made something amazing, fascinating. So our controller can not only pick 900 phase amps, can actually maintain that continuously. And the motors can't keep up.
So controller is boss.
Controller is boss. That's what we say here.
We do. Look
So-
at these incredible features.
So we're gonna be explaining why they look like this and why they look like that. So this is the controller base. And then this is the power board, the power section where the MOSFETs are, right? So you get DC battery, voltage and current feeding through these two posts here on the side. And they go inside these huge bus bars. And then you have the 3-phase here, right? So then the current will flow into this, and there's all these posts, they are CNC machined copper, no brass, copper. And they are tinned so they don't oxidate. And then this is ideally like electronically optimized so you don't have power loss or electrical loss or heat or anything melting here at 900 phase amps.
Now, Bruno, at this stage, I have to warn you, don't get too excited. Got to keep the viewers happy. They want us very, very unexcited.
Very quiet.
Okay.
Quiet. We need to think about the music we're going to be pumping there so we don't get copyright strike. All right. So this is the logic board. This is the computer. So this is sandwiched on top of the power section for a lot of reasons, right? Including the main reason is to keep things separate. Okay, so capacitors don't like to get hot. This board will get hot, okay? Because this is where the heat sink is, everything. This is the hot board, this is the cool board. Then you notice the phase will always end up in the middle here, especially with this layout here, right? The electrically ideal layout. Then we don't want to be running extensions for the phase motors because it's just electrically wrong. So what we're going to be doing, we actually run proper copper, machined copper bus bars here for all 3 phases. So they're all like matching the internal resistance of the bus bar. So everything is matching. So it's perfect. It's tested on a dyno.
Very clever design.
Very clever. So on the dyno, in real life, we test a lot in real life, but dyno is where you get a continuous, consistent, you can match, so there's no like a wind, radar scenarios. So that's where you get like a proper comparison between every single motor. We can see all the data. We see the SurRon motor can handle after this. When it hits the temperature, it just the temperature will climb like a wall if you keep pumping more power. So we need to actually like make a tune that actually stops right at the edge where the motor is capable of running. Okay. So we've done this. So we actually have a list of motors that you can just select on the EBMX app.
Yep.
And then you're gonna be, I'm running the SurRon, I'm running Talaria, I'm running the QS motor.
More coming soon.
More coming soon, because there's more. If we find that there's some interesting motors that people are gonna be likely to be buying quite a few motors, if it's relevant motor,
We'll add it.
we're gonna be making a tune for that motor.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a lot of things. So an interesting thing you get here is a programmable DC output. So if you're running this controller on a motorcycle, if you're converting a motorcycle, you're likely that going to be running a full power or close to full power, as long as the motor can handle. And you're going to be running a radiator here, okay? So like a liquid cooling system. So that liquid cooling system requires a 12-volt pump to run. And you want that pump to activate when the motor gets hot. So you're going to be programming this. So if you just buy an external DC-DC converter, you don't have control of that. You either be running the whole time, or it just gets clunky, complicated, and you need to find a device that's going to be matching to your bike and all this. So here we got everything built into the controller.
Makes a lot of sense, Bruno, doesn't it?
Makes a lot of sense. This controller was actually a result of a lot of frustrations and clunkiness.
Didn't seem to be any other products out in the market that had these features that were made specifically for electric dirt bikes.
Because we've been dealing with these things for a long time. So
Many years.
Many years. And then there's a problem here, there's a problem there. We made a list, and we're like, let's make a dream controller come true.
Dream controller.
And
here it
we
is.
came up with the controller. So this is a prototype. This one is not the final production controller.
No.
The production controller will look more like that.
We've gone into production this week.
And the connectors, they're not going to look like the prototype connectors. Because these connectors, they only here just for prototyping. It's easy to crimp.
Yep.
The final one, they're going to be tiny injected connectors like this. And then you're going to have a harness to connect to whatever you want. You're going to have a harness for SurRon.
We're going to include for free both the SurRon and the Talaria harnesses.
Exactly.
And then if you want other harnesses for the motor, you let us know what you want, and there'll be a small fee for those. Well, Bruno, I think we've made a very successful video here, old chap.
And I had to hold myself.
And remember,
Controlling.
power lives here at EBMX. X-9000.
X-9000 is here.
Hope you buy one, and I hope you enjoy.
I had to control myself talking about the controller.
Cheers, guys.
Alrighty.